Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps. We're in Shapes 2 Hexagonal Mode, and we are back. As I mentioned last I made a little comment video. We did not have a video on Friday. I apologize for that. But we are back and rolling, and in fact, as you are watching this, if you're watching this on the release day, it's very possible that I am strapped to a chair getting a root canal. So I'm going to ask for a sympathy, like, if you've ever had a cavity, if you've ever had a root canal, if you've ever had to go to the dentist and didn't want to go, toss me a like. Remember, we're not liking cavities. We are not liking root canals. It's just sympathy. So I let this run for a while to get our milestone turned in, and that happened. So look at this. That is done, and we can now unlock crystals. So we have our crystal generator. We've got 1,200 platform limit. We got another 125,000 blueprint points, and we've got some more tasks that are going to include crystals, of course. So we have one more milestone to complete before we get our final qualification, which is going to open up everything and allow us to do our MAM shapes. So let's get cracking on this guy. Also, in this meantime, I let, these ran, so let's see what we can claim. Not a ton. But hey, we're within the top 10% worldwide now, 9.3%. And this one is still chugging along. This one is very slow, and in a normal game, a normal world, we would update that. So if you remember, we also got this going with our some colors. Oh, that's right. I never actually finalized the colors. Well, that's okay. In fact, I don't even have any trains bringing the colors in that we did create. Is that true? Do we not even have the white one coming in? Yeah, here's our white. So yeah, you can see that is all ready to roll. That's okay. Not worried about it. What I am going to do is let's get cracking on this. So what we want to do is use our little toxic shape and then fill that with crystals, and then just a good old white machine with a flower, and that white flower is going to continue on to the end, so that's good. This toxic thing is going to eventually need to be painted white, but still going to be, so then it'll be white with the red crystal, and then the second stage of this is just a pure crystal on top of the white, and we're going to do that with our pin pusher. So that will be fun. Let's see. So what I want is a full hex and near something we can turn into a white machine eventually, but maybe also some extra red. I know we've got 1 million full hex shapes. There's one. And in fact, there's 3. Okay, so there's a lot right there. And we have green, red, and blue, and some extra red. This looks like not a horrible place to start. We also have our little, we've got some flower patches down here that I know we discussed before. Yeah, so let's do this. Alright, so let's come in here and do our I thought we said there toxic symbol. Yep, we did. Yeah, this is doing this. Now what I'm going to do though is actually I'm going to put this off to the side. So that creates one train load right there. And I'm going to turn it around. Actually, let's just do this. we go. I'm going to turn it around. And the reason I'm doing it this way is because then we can set it up as a little system. Like so. And eventually, and so we'll pull these shapes in. You know, this isn't a lot. In fact, let's make it a little bit bigger. There and there. Okay, so that allows for 4 full train loads. And we will eventually have these be painted white. But starting off, they are not. So we're going to delete those. And instead do that. Okay, and we'll do a shape unloader. Okay, that. And there's enough room in between these that we'll be fine for our ink, our liquid trains coming in. Cool. All right, and then over here, just do a bunch of miners. And this, and why not do this? Okay, that's a lot. And shape loaders, ahoy. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And speaking of 7, this is number 7 on the hotbar. Oops. Let's undo that. Okay. So that is looking good. And then over here, just do a bunch of these. And shapes. Cool. Okay, so that is going to start generating our toxic symbol. Which is the main thing we want. Now, let's do this. We'll add the crystals up here. So we have our crystallizer. This was from a previous build. Let's take a look at it here. So we've got shapes coming in this way. 3 levels. And then we have colors, 2 train loads of color coming in here. Okay. So let's take that out of there. And we're going to move it to over here. But I think what I want to do is this. I think I want to do a fluid unloader there and there. do that. But then a shape unloader here. Okay, so that's the full build. And we'll add that in there. Let's put that right there. One, two, three, four. Okay. That looks okay. So this is going to be our shape coming in. To there. This top one, we can trim these guys off. And let's make sure that we're getting what we want. Yes. Now, technically these are not in the correct rotation, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter because they're all going to be pointed the same way. I mean, because it's a sort of a universal shape, right? All right. Now we just need to put a ton of red liquid into these stops. Let's see. Let's do one of these. Oh, no, that won't work. Will work if we do it there. Yes, I think it will. Yeah. And then we could do another one here. Okay, so that gets 4. Let's get fluid loaders. I'm going to send them off this way. Nope. All right. So these are all going. Let's get this one going. These are shapes. Get those coming in, and then we will get some liquid coming in. Oops, I don't know why I went white. I mean, white. I don't know why I went green. That said, we are going to have cross-color trains because I want to have 2 of each of those. So that's 4. Let's come down here and hit this one up. There and there. Okay, and then liquid loading. This one we'll do that way. Oops. There and there. this one will come in down here. And again, we'll use red just as the first one. Wait, did I do 5 up here? I did 4. I could probably do 5. So let's do 5 here. And liquid. Okay, so that is that. Now, just to make sure that we've got enough of that coming in, let's do another one down here. 1, 2, and 3, and then we'll do a shorty here. Oh, that's not working. All right, so yeah, there we go. There we go. So these 3 feed into this, these 3 feed into the middle, and these 3 feed into the top. So those are all full. Loader. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Now this one is going to just run right into there. But instead of a red train, we will use a green train. 5. Okay. What's going on there? I didn't even know you could do that. Didn't know you could connect trains backwards. All right. Then up here, we'll do the same. 1, 2. Maybe not. Let's do it here. Two. Yeah, we could do 3. No. I think the problem is that we're too close to the hub, so we're just getting smaller fields, which is fine. Two, 3, 4. Okay, and again, do green. Yeah, that one we're going to bring up. And in there. Okay. So we should be, yeah. But why? Oh. Well, okay, that would help if I actually connected these. Annoying. Alright, so I'm going to let those build up a bit. So the reason, as I've discussed in other videos, is at max capacity, you need 6 buildings per full belt, and then 3 tubes of liquid per full belt. So you need twice as much liquid as you need shapes delivered. But you can see this is this shape, right? So that is done. Let's do a shape loader. And where is the nearest? There we are. Just get right in there. And as we usually do, we will start off with some red trains. Oops. But shapes. Okay. Let's check this out. Hey, we got 2 of those. That's nice. That's just because it's so low value. We have 125 research points, which, looking at our upgrades, gets us this guy here, this 3x3. And these 2 gets us all of those. So excellent. We're gonna want that. All right, so that's the first shape going in. Now let's find a place for our flowers, which again we have here. This is being used in something. Well, that's being used up here, but those are pretty full. Oh, that's being used to deliver to our MAM. That's what that's being used for. Not this one, though. This one. Ah, got it. This is the one that is being used for over here. For operator 2. That little top flower. And you know what? I'm okay with grabbing that. We can, yeah, I mean, this is a pretty big field too. If we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then I say we do it. Let's get a shape loader here. Start off there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, look at that. That is cruising along. All right, then these need to go into a painter to paint them all white. So let's do, no, I'm also thinking this is going to be done pretty quickly. In fact, let's just say it's done now. Let's come back here and cut those off. Yeah, that's done. Okay, so now we need these toxic guys to be white. All right, so boom, get our triple painter. and flip it to that. Yeah. How are we gonna do this? Let's do a fluid unloader. Into each of these. Okay, and do that. And then we need to set up another white painter. So let's zip ahead and I'll set up a little white mixer over here. Yes, we've got 4 train colors. All right. So yes, because we're gonna need a white mixer for this guy too. For this guy. So I'm gonna set up 2 white paint mixers. Okay. Be right back. Okay, so I've got what's going on here. Let's do that. Okay. Oops, I cut that turn too tightly. Not a big deal. All right, so we've got a white machine here, and we've got our white machine over here. Now, this one, what I did was I set the delivery trains to be 4 different colors: white, blue, green, red. Then over here, they deliver to each of the 4 different things. So red delivers here, green here, blue here, and white up here. So it's going to take a while for all of them to be full, but they will be eventually. See, here comes that. Oh, that's just delivering 1. Yeah. So anyway, it's going to take some time. Let's respawn this guy, get him out ahead of the curve. Okay. So that one is going along. Now this other one right here needs to paint these guys white. So let's set that up. And again, I'm going to get a triple painter. And yeah, I like the way, I don't know why I haven't done this before. I like the way I did this. Actually, let's move it to here. For just a little bit more room. Okay, so shapes, we need a shape unloader. And then we need a fluid unloader. Oops. Haha. Fluid unloader. Like so, right? And that is doing the whole thing. And then we will do a shape loader. There. With that. And that. Yeah. Why didn't I do this before? I don't know why what I was thinking with all that staggering. It's staggeringly stupid is what it is. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's get this going. Oops. That and that. Get shapes going. So the shapes are gonna roll in to here. And the white fluid that's it's going to be, what is, this is wrong. We don't have that. Okay. So this is going to be white fluid coming in. That will come in there. Okay, and then this is finished shape. And that will be there. So this is going to be just our white flower shape here. Yeah, and it doesn't matter what color. Right. And where can we join the to get into the final delivery? Is that here? No. Boop, boop, boom. All right, so we can come in to there. Or back here. Yeah, we can just do that. Okay. Our white flower is going to be here. White lotus, if you will. Everyone's talking about that at work. I think it's right here. Right? Yes. Okay. There we go. That is going to deliver those straight in. In the meantime, what is going on here? Why do we not have these delivering yet? Okay. So we've got white. Yeah, this is starting to go. Good. So these will deliver in quickly. Ah, there were some of the gray, yeah, some of these gray ones are left. I don't know why. There shouldn't be. And again, those will reset. Those will, you know, cover up the others, but might as well just clear them out. All right, this one is looking good. This one's coming in. Yeah, these are all coming in. So they'll all get there. Okay, so our next step after that, oh, it's going to be this. Okay, so we're going to need to take those guys and send them off. They're going to need to get crystallized. So let's find our, again, go back to our white flower, which is right here. And those are going to need to, along the way, get crystal added that needs green and blue. Wow, there's like no green ink. There's some there. There's just not really. Okay. So let's take this as our painter machine. And put it along the way. Oh, except we don't need a painter machine. We need a crystallizer. So let's go to this here. Except I'm just going to grab that part. I'm not going to grab Now, you know, I'll grab it. But I'm just going to need to modify this a little bit. And I will show you why. So where's... Here it is. All right, so this line right here is where our white lotuses are coming along. So I'm going to put this in here, but I'm going to delete that. Actually, there goes our first one. I'm not going to delete it. I'm just going to put here for placeholding. And what I need to do is, when those shapes come in, they need the pin pusher. So they're going to get pins underneath. And then they will go in. And then those pins are going to be crystallized with teal, with the cyan color. So let's get a cyan mixer going. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab this. And flip it this way. Do a liquid loader, fluid loader. Okay, that's good. Let's do 4 of them. So we just need blue coming into one, green coming into the other. Let's start with finding green. Let's get this one. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll do it. I need to make this as a blueprint. I like it. Oops, I'm not there. Yeah, this way. Okay, and these are green. And let's see if we can just grab this blue. Oops. And there. And blue train. Jeez. Okay. So that's making the teal. And okay, why? Yeah, these guys should have already been delivering. Yes, now that is our final shape, which is great. And yeah. All right, so that should be first deliveries of these guys. Can't tell if they're full or not. And it looks like 3. Yeah, there's some. I don't know. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, so what I'm gonna do for this is I'll have 2 different cars. I'll have 2 that are blue and 2 that are green. So that's going to help split this up. And we'll just have the blues come in here, the greens go up top. That should be a fairly even distribution. Then, okay, did those ones deliver yet? Why? Oh my god. These have pins. These have pins. So. All right. So, yeah, all that stuff about, hey, I'm going to add pins. We should have added pins back here. Pin. Here. Always look at it. Look at... Don't just look at this image of it. And actually, if you look at this, you can see that it's offset. That tells me that it's raised a little bit. I should have known. Okay, then. So that means these pin pushers are not going to be there. Yeah. Here, I could do this. No, I can't do that. I was gonna try to add pins to all of those ones that are being delivered now. That's a problem with going everything up on the main trunk delivery. That's okay. It is okay. Let's get this one ready to go in. These are going to be these final shapes, which will be this final shape. And those are just going to go on in there. So then the next thing we're going to need to do is combine the output of this with the output of this. So let's get that going. Which is this output here. So yeah, those can come in here. And those are going to go to a stacker. Let's do a quick check here. Let's learn from mistakes. Yeah, so it is just going to be 3 layers. So that is what we want. Do our hex stacker. And the bottom ones will be these guys. Let's do this. Boom, boom. And then do a shape loader. There, there, and there. Let's quad it up. 2, 3, and 4. And then connect these. Okay. And yep, those can just go right on in here. Okie dokie. All right. Since we're here, let's just get these guys done. That leaves us with 67. So our next big upgrade is going to be boom, boom, and boom. That'll be 130. Let's do capacity. Get that done. So our next one will be this. Will be the 150. And then we'll unlock these ones that we don't need. Okay. All right. So these are pre-loading to there, which is good. Next, these guys, when they are done, are going to come up here. Right? Yeah. Oop. I can't believe I lined that up. And yet I did. Okay. There we go. Those are going to come in that way. Yay. Now these should already have some. Why do these not have teal ink in them already? That's why. Nope. That's so weird. Normally when you bring that kind of thing up to something that connects to it, rotates automatically. I don't know why that one doesn't. All right. Getting our shapes in. And just because I want to, I'm going to draw this 2 lines lower. All right. Get more of these in. These are all loaded up, so that's good. It's not being slowed down at all. All right. I think we are cruising. Essentially, we are done with milestone 8. And now what I need to do is copy this. That's going to be operator 6 is what we'll call it. Because that's going to be right here. Square 6, boom. Okay. So yeah, these are all loaded in and ready to rock. As soon as we get our top pieces coming in. So as long as that is going to work, then we'll be set. Yep. All right, so let's zip forward a little bit here and see when the first of these delivers, which will be this guy or this guy here. Alrighty, here we go. So I haven't talked a lot about the mechanics of crystallizing. There goes our first train load, by the way. But what's happening, and again, you know, I go over this in great detail in some of the earlier, more basic videos, is that these shapes come in, they have a pin layer underneath. The crystal fills in all the areas of the pin. So you can see right here, comes in, it gets crystallized. That's it. It's very simple. So crystal will fill either a blank space, which is what it does back here on this. So these, you know, these are blank spaces. So the crystal fills that in, or it will fill in where you have a pin. Okay, so as long as this guy goes in and counts off on here, then we are going to be happy. And we'll see if our capacity upgrade has taken place. Should be coming soon. Here we go. Boing. All right, 3240. Then here's another train that's not completely full. Two not completely full trains. A third. So those are 2,000 each. So 2,000 times, yeah, what was it? 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be 8,000 points. All right. So we still need to do a little bit more. And once I see that we have enough of those that have gone in, I'm going to cut it off and send them out the other way. We've got shapes all in all 4. We don't have any fluid yet in these 2. So, we can add to this. Let this one go through. Let's take it. And add that. That will be more. Coming in, we can add one to there. And then our green. Yeah, we'll add one to here. Alright, look at that. Coming in. And There's another one. So, let's see. And then there's another 2,000. So here's another 3,000 going in. 5,000 going in. That's going to be enough. As soon as these two trains get past here, I'm going to cut off this rail. Yeah. That will be enough. Alright, so where's the next one? This or this? Should both come in about the same time. Come on. I want this one to drop before a train comes in. Okay. Sheesh. Good. Now we've got 2 full train loads. Yeah, and now you can see fluid is starting to be delivered down here, liquid. Alright. Yeah, so we're good. Now, here comes 2 train loads that are going to go into our final shape machine. Delete that. As long as this creates what we need, then we are done with this one. So, next episode, we are going to officially start the MAM and get it going. And I'm probably going to do that as this builds up, so this won't be completed yet. All right. That does not look like what we need at all, does it? Why? Oh no. Oh my. Oh me, oh my, oh. Okay. Yeah, this is not working. Alright, let me tell you quickly what is going on. These crystals, as they drop down into a stacker, break. What we need to do is we need to take these guys, these flowers with the pins, and drop those, and then run that whole thing through a crystallizer. So, yeah, these are not doing us any good. We're just going to clear those out. Uh-huh. That said, we want all of this. I'm going to just delete these guys, though. We don't need that. Alright. Darn it. So close. Okay. We are going to run... Alright, let's take all these and empty them out. Including this. Yeah, that's all the ones we need. Okay, those are all emptied out. So those shapes are going to come in here. Okay. Oh my. Alright. And then this needs teal ink coming into it. So I'm going to reroute you. Here. And yeah, we'll just have one of them coming down this way. All right. Now we can add to that. We will. But since this is already going, we're going to keep it going. Now this... yeah, I'm just going to do away with you. These are all that. Okay. And we only have red. Okay. So we need those shapes coming into here. Alright, those are coming from a red train. What I'm going to do is reuse these shapes quickly. So we need a shape loader. Boom, 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 boom. Until they are extinguished. I'm just going to do that. And that will come from blue trains. Just do a ton of those. Okay. All right. So now let's see what happens. So these guys come in and get stacked on top of these shapes. So now we're going to end up with a flower that has pins on top of our crystal. Okay? So that is what we want. Those are going to come over here and get loaded in. Right? These. Those are going to get loaded in, and they're going to come up here and get put into our teal crystallizer, or cyan crystallizer. Let's also create trains to deliver these. Oh, goodness. Sorry. My twitchy finger. All right. In the meantime, yeah, this is going. This is actually okay. But we can do more here. Get more deliveries. And as soon as these are done, then we can clear that out. Okay, we should have some deliveries coming in. Not yet. Alright, got solid coming in here. And there too. Here comes all of our trains. Looks like blue is starting to peter out. That's a couple of deliveries left. All right, I just wanted it to be a full load. All right, so that guy's gonna come in and drop it here. Now we should be able to. Yeah. That is our final shape. Oh my goodness. I thought it was done. So, again, watching the mechanics of it, it's going to come in to here. And you see that crystal forms right where the pins are. Zip. Very cool. That's making what we want. All right, that is it for our milestone 8 or operator 5 or operator 6 shape. Got a bunch more guys to claim. Just getting us closer to increasing our speeds, which we will definitely want for our MAM. So that's going to be it for this episode. We will be back next time to start the MAM, the Hexa-MAM project. And looking forward to it. I still have no idea how we're going to do it. I have seen there are some other videos. I have not watched them, but I did a quick search and I found there are some videos, so we'll do our own approach to it. But it's basically going to be breaking it down piece by piece. Okay? All right, that's it. This is Gramps, signing off.